Hello ladies and gentlemen, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Wei Jiang, MW-001 Rendsora. Oh, wait, sorry. No, I'm terribly sorry. Wrong figure. Let me zoom out here. That's the one we're taking a look at today. As you just saw, this is Rendsora. It is a redo and upscale of the Voyager class figure from The Last Knight. This figure is absolutely fantastic. I picked this up way back when I was at TFCon 2017, and just am now getting around to reviewing it. It's a wonderful figure, and a wonderful, wonderful upgrade to the original Voyager class figure. I mean, look at this head sculpt. They went full-blown true evil with this head sculpt. The eyes are perfect, and the mouth is gold and gnarly, and no light piping. It's just really well painted plastic. For size comparisons, here are some other evil guys. Well, except for MP-10 Prime, Titans Returns Overlord, Big in Play, Big Gun, and, well, here's the figure we're reviewing. Also, instead of a painted sword, his is nice, translucent, red, evil plastic. Rendsora also appears to be painted similarly to the Voyager class Megatron, though a little highlight here and there is better, or highlights here and there are better. I mean, the cannon is painted a little bit better. It's actual gold instead of that weird mustard yellow that the Voyager class Megatron has. Posability is also almost exactly the same, and the transformation is exactly the same. Yeah, Wei Jiang just kind of upscaled an already really good figure. Rendsora's posability is good, but it's only as good as the Voyager, so the figure can't really do much in terms of looking up and down, but it does have side to side on the head. Shoulders have in and out thanks to the super tight ratchets, forward and back on hinges. Both elbows are nice ratchets. Fists do move back and forth, but do not open and close. No torso articulation, but there is plenty of leg articulation as long as you move the skirts out of the way. So ratchets in the hips, forward and back, in and out, thigh swivel, super tight ratcheting knees, and swivels for the ankles per the transformation. All this posability allows the figure to pull off some really neat poses, even though the side and front skirts get in the way. I really do appreciate the ankle swivels that the figure possesses. That allows for a lot more posability than initially thought. The lack of torso articulation is... I don't particularly like the fact that it's missing so much torso articulation, but because of the transformation and the way it stores its mecha kibble, or I should say its vehicle kibble, I can kind of forgive it. Plus, the figure just looks good in a static pose, and the vehicle mode is equally fantastic. If you're familiar with the original Voyager class Megatron figure, you know how this transformation is going to go. There are some minor differences, like these inside flaps for the fists. These are actually the worst part of the figure because they don't line up completely correctly in some spots, and they have a tendency to stick out in robot mode. But otherwise, they're okay. So, as I said, this is the exact same transformation as the original Voyager class Megatron. So the best way to get these chest pieces unplugged is actually push the red thruster section forward and then fold it out and just get it out of the way. Like so. And then we can grab the entire section, fold it back, flip out the front skirts and the side skirts, fold up the feet, which are metal, by the way. I forgot to mention that. There is quite a bit of die cast on this figure as well. It's not just a giant plastic redo. There is actually some quality of life improvements to the materials going on here. The only bad part of the entire transformation is the thing you have to realize about the canopy. There is a very, 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 very shallow set of pegs pegging the canopy into place. They have a tendency to pop out very easily, or incredibly easily. Much too easily for my taste. Not the biggest deal in the world, just thought you should be aware. And then fold these arms back and peg them into place. Fold the whole section down. Fold the wings in. Flip the front skirts back. Peg them into place, then flip out the thrusters, or thruster intakes, flip them up, and peg them down. The jet mode we end up with is large. Here we have the original Voyager class figure. Perfectly fine jet mode. Zooming out, And then picking up the new jet mode, it's almost like Starscream and BB, except if original Megatron sat on the top of this new on Rendsora. Rendsora is absolutely fantastic in this mode. It's enormous. Oddly, it's nearly perfectly square. From tip to tail, it's 15 inches, and from wingtip to wingtip, it's 15 inches, which is odd. The other odd thing, and this is just the design of the ship, or plane, is it has no tail wing. No tail at all. Oh well, who cares? I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, you can tell it's supposed to turn into some kind of giant robot. I mean, there's the friggin' head right there underneath the cockpit. But it's so cool, and it's so big, and it feels really good, and the painting is so much better because you have such darker colors and more contrasts. So you've got the deep dark red, the super gunmetal, and the copper as opposed to the weird mustard gold. But then the thrusters, or the parts that are silver silver, like bright, bright silver. We've got the silver intakes, the silver thrusters on the back, and then silver all over in other parts. It's just a much better painted mode, I think. It's just a great plane mode. Cybertronian plane mode. They finally, after 5 movies, nailed the actual way I think Megatron's plane mode should have been. And yes, you could store the sword up top. You can either flip it forward like that, or you could turn it around like that. I actually like putting it out the back. I think that works better. If I have to sum up Rendsora in one word, I would have to use the word great. This is a great figure. It's not cheap, but it's definitely worth having in your collection. It's so much fun. It is such a wonderful figure to pose, to transform, to just play with. It's big, it's bulky, but it's just cool. So folks, if you could pick this figure up, I highly recommend it. It's currently in stock over at the Chosen Prime right now. So if you could swing it, I would add this to your collection. Thank you so much for watching this video review. As always, I am Baltmatrix. Let me know what you think of the figure down in the comments. Like, subscribe, and as always, I will catch you next time.